यहाँ पे एक वर्ल्ड मैप दिया गया है, सो एवरीवन क्विकली लुक इनटू द वर्ल्ड मैप गिवन 330 पेज नंबर। ओके, यहाँ पे दिखाया गया है with the green image, the part of the green color which it is shows are the areas wherein it is possible to for the the climate are good or arable land is there. So these are the some of the part of the world wherein we can do the agricultural activities or agricultural activities are practiced in these all areas. तो यहाँ पे आप लोग अगर देखोगे वर्ल्ड मैप को एक बार ऑब्जर्व करोगे तो इंडिया का ओवरऑल जो पूरा पार्ट नॉर्मली डाउन पार्ट है उसमें सारा में होता है, एक्सेप्ट दिस हिली रीजन जो हिमालयाज रीजन है और जम्मू कश्मीर का जो ऊपर वाला रीजन है उसको छोड़ करके अगर इधर वाला पार्ट नीचे का पूरा देखोगे आप लोग, बिहार झारखंड या इधर का जो भी एरियाज आता है नीचे का, क्योंकि इधर वाटर का या क्लाइमेट का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है, दैट इज वाई द ऑल द एरियाज द फार्मिंग इज प्रैक्टिस्ड। ओके, so these are the factors which we have discussed till now are the factors which are related to the nature which is not in our control. These are the factors which are naturally, okay, these are the natural factors. Okay, relief, this is also natural, soil natural, water natural, climate natural. So these factors are the natural factors which it is depend on. Now if we are discussing about the man-made factors, so what are the man-made factors are? First man-made factors is machines. Okay, if we are talking about the earlier days, पहले के दिन में जो खेत को प्रिपेयर किया जाता था, so I hope maybe some of you have seen also कि वहाँ पे we use that हाँ balcot cart or something we use for carry the goods also, and even for the cultivations also we use cow and all. Okay, so so in that or manually we used to do, the peoples वहाँ पे जो भी खेती बाड़ी करते थे उस तरह के लोग होते थे या बैल होते थे उसके थ्रू जो है खेती किया जाता, तो it takes a lot of time. इसमें क्या होता था कि एक जमीन को प्रिपेयर करने में इट टेक्स ए होल डे और लाइक दैट, बट इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ट्रैक्टर्स और द एडवांस इक्विपमेंट व्हिच केम्स नाउ, इट टेक्स हार्डली 5 to 10 मिनट टू प्रिपेयर ए बिग लैंड। ओके, एक बड़ा सा जमीन को अगर हम लोग को खेती के लिए प्रिपरेशन करना हो तो आधा घंटा ज्यादा लगता है, 1 घंटा लगता है, वो तैयार हो जाता है। ठीक है, so these technology or these all things which we used nowadays in place of manually which we used to do in the earlier time, so these all are comes under the machines, right? Okay, so everyone tell me one things which we used nowadays, अभी जो हम लोग यूज करते हैं machines which we use, quickly tell, starting with you all, also tell, online whoever. हाँ, हार्वेस्टर, हाँ, शिवानी tell what we use nowadays, which machine we use for the agricultural purpose. Quickly tell, anyone, काम्या, सक्षम, शिवानी, श्रद्धा, युवा, tell quickly, आप भी बताओ, you tell. हाँ, ट्रैक्टर्स, ओके, आप, यू टेल, which equipments we use nowadays, which machine we use? Finding, searching. Okay, there are lots of machines we used as like spray machines is there, and then जो then cutting machine is also there. So these are the some of the things which we use nowadays for the cultivations, for the agricultural purpose, and those all comes under machines. So यहाँ पे अगर machines का बात करेंगे, they save lot of time and even energy also. So time and energy इससे save होता है, ठीक है. In earlier days it takes lot of time, as like I told. जो irrigation होता है, जो पानी देने का काम होता है, in that also we use pump set and all, right? पहले के जमाने में क्या होता था, हैंड से वो किया जाता था ना, using hand we give the water, right? And after then we use drains also in earlier days, which takes a lot of time. whole day लगता था जो है एक पूरा जमीन को irrigate करने में, but nowadays with machine we can very easily irrigate a field. Okay, so these all things which we use, which machines we use are comes under this. After then जो आप लोग देखोगे जो उसको two period over, two period I have I think continue today. Yes. Okay, so those are the machines which now we was discussing to I mean at the time of finalize the crops, जैसे कि जो गेहूं या जो राइस होता है उसको जो निकालने का एक्सट्रैक्शन का काम होता है, उसको जो क्लीन करने का काम होता है, वो भी we used machines nowadays, right? So those type of machines are, especially nowadays there are lots of advanced machines came wherein we can collect it directly from the field also. Okay, in earlier days I mean they used by hand से वो लोग use करते थे. Here you can see one picture is given in this. Okay, here the machine is given. So in this machine directly we can do nowadays, but earlier days they use in hand. Okay, after then if we are talking about the next factors, man-made factors after machine, that is fertilizer. So fertilizer also plays a very important role. So if you are talking about the earlier days, what happens due to this insect and all, पूरा जो भी ये होता था एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट्स होता था वो खत्म कर देता था वो, ठीक है. बट nowadays we can minimize using that fertilizers and we can improve the food qualities also, we can improve the product also, outputs also. Okay, so both the chemical and bio fertilizers are required. So biologicals and chemical fertilizers, especially biologicals, are the very good for the soil. Okay, and chemicals also used to get more productions and farming sector. So farming sector में productions increase करने के लिए हम लोग fertilizers use करते हैं. Use of fertilizers enhance the fertility of the soil and agricultural products. So soil का जो मिट्टी का fertilizers का ये होता है, quality होता है, it increased. ओके, मतलब इसको हिंदी में जो बोलते हैं उपजाऊ बनाना मिट्टी को, ठीक है, वो बोला जाता है, ठीक है. इसको फर्टिलाइजर्स एनहेंस द फर्टिलिटी ऑफ द सॉइल्स. फर्टिलिटी का मतलब होता है उसको उपजाऊ बनाना. आफ्टर देन यहाँ पे यहाँ हेयर यू कैन सी वन इमेज इज गिवन शोइंग द स्प्रिंकलिंग ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर्स. इस तरह से यूज किया जाता है, मशीन्स यूज किया जाता है टू स्प्रे द फर्टिलाइजर्स. ओके, after then labor, this labor is also man-made. So labor plays a very important role in case of the agriculture for commercial uses. यहाँ पे दो तरह का agriculture होता है जो हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, which we will learn further in this chapter only. कि one which we do for the fulfillment of our needs. मतलब मान लीजिए एक फैमिली है, जैसे हमने एग्जांपल एक लंचो का दिया कि he used to do the farming for his family only. I mean that is enough for his family only. Okay, so he don't do agriculture for the commercial uses for the selling somewhere. So those type of farming one, and another is the individual one. So here if we are talking about the labor is required for the commercial purpose only. ठीक है, इंडिविजुअली में देयर आर स्मॉल लाइन्स व्हिच prepared several types of agriculture we used to do. So for those labors are not required. For large amount, for large quantity of farming we need labors, we need the help of labors for I mean for different stages. अलग अलग stages के लिए हर जगह पे हम लोगों को farmers का I mean labors का जरूरत होता है, ठीक है. After labor it is market and transport. So market and transport. So this is also the man-made factors. Okay. So if we don't get proper market, we cannot able to sell the product. If we don't get proper transport facilities, it also depends on the peoples only, depends on the man only, man-made things only. These two things are there. So here, this is how we can categorize in two ways. So these are the some factors which depends on the nature. These are the some factors which depends on the human.
So these are the factors which influence the agricultural activities. Okay. So factor influencing the agriculture activities can be of two types. One is the natural factors, other is the man-made factors. Okay. So these are the things which comes under natural factors, and those are the things which comes under man-made factors. So I hope now everyone is clear about the factors that influence the agricultural activities by this explanation. So now if we are discussing 101, the natural factors through which the agriculture activities influence, the first thing after then let us discuss some component of agricultural sectors. Okay. So what are the some components of the agricultural sectors? About that we will discuss first. So what do you think are the components of the agricultural factors? Can anyone tell me? First is the agriculture. Okay. So what this agriculture means, what this term agriculture means. So here we have discussed that the science of cultivation of the soil and raising crops and rearing livestock. So here raising crops is the basic things, and rearing livestock, these two things are done in the agriculture process. Okay, so what does this rearing livestock means? As like some of the peoples, they used to do dairy farming. Some of the peoples, they used to do animal rearing. Some of the peoples, they do poultry farming. So these comes under livestock, and these are the things which happens in the agriculture, raising crops and rearing livestock. So these are the two basic things happens in agricultural activities. So crops and rearing livestock. So these are the things which basically we used to do in agricultural process. After then, and this is only called the agriculture. Okay, the science of cultivation of rearing crops, raising crops and rearing livestock. Next, which come is horticulture. So the term horticulture means the art of growing vegetables, flowers and fruits. So these basically used to do for the commercial purpose only. So as like in the previous one, it used to do the farming of crops and livestock. So in this horticulture, we used to do the farming of vegetables, then flowers and fruits. So whatever the fruits item, whatever the flowers agriculture done, that is called specially horticulture. So यहाँ पे एग्रीकल्चर नहीं बोला जाता है, हार्टिकल्चर बोला जाता है, जिसमें फ्लावर वेजिटेबल्स या फ्रूट्स का खेती किया जाता है. ठीक है. So these are the things. Next type of things which we should know is we can also get some of the help from the silkworm. So next type of whatever we have some of the agriculture which is related to the silk work or silkworm or the science of commercial rearing of silkworm is called the sericulture. So next types of next component of agricultural sector is sericulture. So in this basically we use to keep the silkworm, and using silkworm we can get the silk, and through which after then using silk material we used to prepare different types of cloths and all. Okay, so basic thing is we sericulture, wherein in this process we used to rear the silkworms. So rearing of silkworm is done in this process. After this it comes the pisciculture. So what happens in this pisciculture? Let us see. In this pisciculture basically is related to the fish agriculture or the art of breeding of fish for the economical purpose, or in especially constructed tanks and ponds. So if we used to keep the fish for the specially constructed tanks and ponds, so that is called pisciculture. So this type of questions asked during the competitive exams also, ki what the agriculture of fish is called. So the answer will be pisciculture. Or what the agriculture of silkworm is called, the answer will be sericulture. So like that you need to answer. So here the art of, or especially the agriculture of fish which used to do, that is called the pisciculture. After then next which we have is a kind of agriculture which especially we used to do for the grapes only. So the art of cultivating the grapes is called the viticulture. After then which we have is the next type of agriculture related to the vines. Viti means especially is veins. Veins means in Hindi it is called लता जो होता है, लताएं. So that type of agriculture is called viticulture. So any types of, as like especially grapes, that type of agriculture we will call as like that viticulture. Okay, so this is all about the viticulture. In this viticulture we used to do or cultivate the grapes. So that art of cultivating of grapes, cultivation of grapes is called viticulture. Okay, cultivation of grapes. So till now understood everyone different kinds of different components of agricultural sectors which we used. Okay, agriculture, then horticulture, then sericulture, then pisciculture and viticulture. So these are the 4-5 types of culture which can be practiced or which can be categorized as a component of the agricultural sectors. So in variety of sectors, we use different agricultural process or different cultural process. So starting with the agriculture, in agriculture we used to grow crops and livestock. If talking about horticulture, in that flower, vegetables and fruits. And after then if we are talking about sericulture, that is silkworm, and then pisciculture is for fish, and viticulture is for grapes. So these are the different kinds of component of agricultural sector. Now if we are talking about the farm system, next topic which we have is the farm system. In agriculture or farming activity, especially collectively form a system that is called a farm system. This farm system comprises a variety of input and output. Some of the operations involving in this system are as like plugging, sowing, irrigation, weeding, and harvesting. So basically, this work in three process, which is called IPO process. If you all are aware about the computer also, maybe in computer also you all have learned about the input process and output system. IPO cycle भी इसको बोला जाता है. So in agriculture also as like that only we used to see this type of three process, wherein first process we used to give the input. In the second process the processing has been done, and in the third process, that is we get the output as a result. As like if we are talking about the inputs, suppose machineries, seeds, fertilizers, storage, labor. So these all are the things which we are using, which we are applying, which we are putting, which we are giving. So this is the input. These are the inputs, and after then the input process. After giving input process, some processing is also required. As like it is not very just we need to use the machineries or seed up. Even after putting the seeds, it will not automatically grow. So for that, first we need plugging the field, we need sowing, then we need irrigation, then we need weeding, harvesting. So these are the process which involved during the agricultural steps or agricultural process. Those all are called the process. And after then finally the output, whatever we get, whatever we receive from the field, as like wool, crops, dairy products, poultry products, or fishing products. So whatever the output we are getting, whatever the result, whatever the I mean benefits as like crops we are getting, those all are the output. As like input can be physical input also, as like sun rays. It can be seeds also, it can be machineries also, fertilizers also. Okay, and after then if you are talking about processing, in processing it comes plugging, as like जो पहले के ज़माने में भी करते थे, अभी भी ट्रैक्टर यूज़ करके प्लगिंग करते हैं. देन स्प्रेइंग इज ऑल्सो कम्स अंडर प्रोसेसिंग, एंड आफ्टर देन whatever the crops we are receiving, getting, that is comes under output. So this IPO circle work over here. Input, as much as good input you will get, give as much as process you will perform, the output you will get like that only, on the basis of that only. So अच्छे से इनपुट और प्रोसेसिंग करना है फॉर द बेटर आउटपुट. अच्छा आउटपुट चाहिए तो अच्छे से इनपुट करना पड़ेगा, अच्छा सीड सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, अच्छा फील्ड सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, अच्छा लैंड सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, अच्छा फर्टिलाइजर यूज़ करना पड़ेगा, एंड देन मशीनरीज यूज़ करना पड़ेगा, एंड आफ्टर देन प्लगिंग सही से करना पड़ेगा, स्प्रेइंग वेन एवर इट विल रिक्वायर्ड वी हैव टू डू, and then proper harvesting need to do in a particular proper time, and then you will get a good quality of crops, you will get a good result, you get good output. After then, if you are talking about the types of agriculture, here two types of agriculture can be performed. One is the subsistence farming, another is the commercial farming. So what we used to do in subsistence farming, basically the peoples, some of the peoples, they used to fulfill their daily requirement only. So those type of farming, or those type of farming activity which is being done टू फुलफिल द नीड्स ऑफ ए पर्टिकुलर फैमिली. एक फैमिली का ही, जैसे कि मान लीजिए अगर मेरा एक फैमिली है और हम उतना ही क्रॉप्स प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं जितना हमारे फैमिली को चाहिए, सो वी डोंट प्रोड्यूस दैट मच ऑफ एनफ ऑफ क्रॉप्स विच फॉर द कमर्शियल फॉर द यूज ऑफ कमर्शियल पर्पस. So very simply, first if we are talking about the subsistence farming, so it can be done in a small scale. Okay, so farm products which consume by the farmers and the family only, this is the features of the subsistence farming. After then, a variety of crops are grown by the farmers. So in this, it is not necessary to grow only one single type of crops, as like if we are talking about commercial crops, they used to farm a particular types of grains only, particular types of crops only they used to grow. But in case of subsistence farming, it is not necessary. Uh, a farmer can I mean use variety of crops they can grow in a particular land. After then, low level of technology is also required. So it is not necessary that it doesn't need so much of advanced machineries in all, as like the peoples who used to do for a large scale. So because of this, the small scale, this can be done by the family members only. They don't need labors. They don't need any special machines. Okay, and the production is relatively low, and the farmers are generally poor. So in that case, production is not so much. Production is very low for their, family only, and relatively means as compared to the commercial farming. It is talking about commercial farming. Okay, so after then, usually this is done primitive method of of cultivations and are used by the farmer. So what happens? The farmer lack in surplus production, so they cannot grow much more quantity or much more amount of products. So here, if you are talking about subsistence farming, this is also categorized into two things. One is intensive subsistence farming, another is primitive subsistence farming. So intensive and primitive subsistence farming are the two categories of farming here, subsistence farming here. So subsistence farming again categorized into two ways. So first is the primitive subsistence farming. So what does this primitive subsistence farming is? Let us see. So this specially is done by shifting cultivation and nomadic herding are some of the examples. So what they used to do, what the peoples used to do in this process, they used to shift from place to place. They used to visit from place to place, and this is also called slash and burn. Why this called so? Because in this type of agriculture, especially they used to select a particular plot, and after then they declared or they just cut down the trees over there, and then after then they burn those trees, and after burning, after cutting down the trees over there, they prepare the land, they grow the crops over there after then. So here one world map again shown showing the different types of agriculture practiced in different parts of the world. So quickly everyone wants to go through the world map and explore this. So here, if you are talking about the next steps or next thing which it is which is being practiced in shifting cultivation is the ash of the burned trees are then mixed with soil and different types of crops are grown. So in this, after that, after burning the particular soil, they used to prepare the field and then they grow crops over there. And after then, when after some year, when this land lose its fertility, so what the farmer used to do is they used to move from to the another plot. They used to move to the another place, and by leaving the that particular previous place blank or previous place abandoned. Okay, so these are the some of the things which practiced in shifting cultivation. That is why this is called shifting cultivation also. Heavy rainfall and thick vegetation are the main characteristics of these areas. So here as like potatoes, mange, yam, this type of farming are practiced more. Okay, this type of agriculture is mainly done by the tribal people. So the peoples, those who move from place to place, they used to do this type of agricultural process, and this is what you can see in some of the forests, like if you're talking about the Amazon basin, then tropical Africa, and then some of the part of the Southeast Asia also, and Northeast Asia also, you can see this type of shifting cultivation process. And if you are talking about this process, this can be termed in different location in some another words. So these are the some words which it is known as, you can check in 333. So in Northeast India, it is called as like jamming, and then Malaysia it is called langdog, okay, and then Brazil it is called roca. So these are the some terms which used in different countries for this, okay. And this is all about next what we have is nomadic herding. So in what happens in nomadic herding is it is also a livestock farming, as like I told you previously also. So livestock means they used to keep camel, goat, and then yak, and then sheep. This type of farming they used to do. So it is also one types of cultivations wherein animals are reared. So animals को reared किया जाता है in this, okay. And wherever the peoples, because they are homeless, they used to move place to place. So whenever they used to move one place to another place, they just carried these all, I mean not carried, they just take these all animals with them only, okay. So they used to get wool from the animals, then hides means इसको खाल बोलते हैं, that things we used to get from the animals. Then we get milk from the animals, we get meat from the animals, and many other several products which we get directly or indirectly get it from the animals only, okay. So this is all about the nomadic herding, okay. So in this what happens, the peoples they used to do the farming, livestock farming, okay. Next which we have is intensive substance farming. About those all things we will discuss in our next class. Till then whatever we have discussed, if anyone having any doubts, quickly ask. किसी को कुछ doubts है तो जल्दी से पूछें. Till then what we have discussed, if we do a quick revision, is all about the agriculture. First we have discussed about the factors which influence the agriculture. There are two types of factors it can be. One is natural, another is man-made. Naturally, we don't have any control over there, as like relief, soil, water, and climate. And we have some of the control as like in man-made factors like machine, fertilizers, labor, and market and transport. So we have learned 101 all the things, and after then if you are talking about the components of the agricultural sector, there are basically we have learned five types of component. One is agriculture, wherein the crops is I mean grains, and a crop is practiced. And after then animal rearing, I mean rearing of livestock is practiced in this. And after then if you are talking about horticulture, in horticulture flower, fruits, and vegetables are grown. And then sericultures, silkworms are grown. And then pisciculture for fish, and for grapes cultivations we use viticulture, okay. So these are the some of the cultures which we have learned. After then farm system. So we have also learned in farm system there are three process happens: input, process, and output. So input and process we need to keep in mind. We need to give proper input and process, then only we will get output, good output. Types of agriculture we have learned. One is the subsistence farming, another is commercial farming. So for subsistence farming, if you are talking about, that is basically for the need of a particular family, okay. So if someone want to fulfill their family needs, that is comes under subsistence farming. And after then if you are talking about commercial farming, so that is practiced for commercial uses, okay. So these are the things which we have learned. Further, we have also learned some of the, I mean, things which we practiced in primitive subsistence farming, as like shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivations is done by cleaning the land. I mean, that type of, I mean, place wherein the slash and burn process we used, okay, and one particular land is selected, and that land they used to prepare, they used to burn, they used to cut the trees, and they do the farming over there. And after then, second method, that is the nomadic herding. So in this they use livestock farming. So these are the some things which till now we have learned. Okay, so quickly tell me if anyone having any doubts till now, till here, because in next class we will keep the rest of all topic. We will discuss the rest of all topic as like intensive subsistence farming and then commercial grain farming. In commercial farming, we will learn mixed farming also, okay, and then we will learn about the plantation, okay, and after then some of the major crops also. So for today we will keep this much only. Thank you everyone.